And we'll begin the recording. 3, 2, 1, and take it away, Dean.
Disclaimer. The information and education material contained herein is meant to promote the general understanding and dialogue of GAN's processing. Such information is not meant or intended to serve as a substitute for a healthcare professional's clinical training, experience, or judgment. For patients and individuals, such information is not to be a substitute for professional medical, therapeutic, or healthcare advice or counseling. For medical issues or concerns, including decisions about medications and other treatments, readers, viewers, listeners should always consult their physician or, in serious cases, seek immediate assistance from emergency personnel. Prescription information, procedures, and use of medical devices information should be undertaken only by properly trained and certified medical personnel. We specifically disclaim any warranties, express or implied, including implied warranties of merchantability or fitness for a particular purpose. Such information is provided, as is, and is believed to be accurate at the time of its publishing, but it is the viewer's job to evaluate the accuracy of any information found in this presentation. Every case presented is of their own experience, applied by themselves for themselves, and it applies to their case only. Every person experiencing health problems should seek professional medical advice and consult their course of treatment with a doctor. The processes of plasma balancing described herein are a natural process which supports the body but does not replace medical advice or therapies one is already subject to.
It's time for change to move into the real work of the universe. And it's time to understand that we use the matter state to reach the level of understanding of the soul of the man. Now you understand maybe why the Creator has sent His messengers in the name of whatever you have had. Is that they bring the ears, that it can be used when the time of the Messiah comes. They can teach the soul and the message, not to oppose, but by them understanding through those who have become Messiahs to give from their souls to these to elevate, the job is made easy. The school is there and the students are devotedly there. Then there won't be any fight between what they call the Muslims and the Christians. The lamb and the lion will eat and sleep in the same nest. The Christians and the Muslims will sleep and pray in the mosque than in the same church in the name of their souls, not in the name of religion that is used to create so much conflict for the benefit of those who were the hyperactive children. The time has come, the time of change is here. And as I said, my wish is my command. If it's your wish to see peace, path of peace is laid very clearly. It's the soul of the collective awareness by giving will create that position of change. No other thing. There is no pen in the soul of the man. And I'm sure once you go into the universal community, you will never see anything written but the balance of the fields of the soul of the existence. Try to be humble enough not to become arrogant in the power that you have understood and you possess. Otherwise, you'll fall in the same path of the church and the mosque. This is what we promised, and this is what we have delivered. We have to understand the operation of the soul, and we have to understand the soul of the man is a star in the cosmos of the universe. If we compare the soul of the man and many of us, 7 billion in one collection, Earth is like a galaxy with so many stars. When we look in the depth of the universe, we see galaxies with hundreds of millions of stars in it. So is the planet Earth. It carries 7 billion beautiful stars, which are the soul of the man. Carries with it soul of so many trillions of animals, plants, and everything else. So if you look, when someone who does not see the physicality of the earth and its content, what do they see? They see a galaxy with so many beautiful lights shining, each one according to their strength, each one according to their position. An infant has a beautiful soul, so has the old man. To those who do not see the physical dimension of this planet, but they see the strength of the field, we are clusters of stars. The human race, every single soul, no one from a distance sees that's the soul of a fisherman, that's the soul of the cosmologist, that's the soul of the president. They all shine, irrespective of the physicality. This is the magic. This is what the new science has to bring to man. When we look to our soul, we see nothing but a star in the other souls. And this is the break. This is the understanding. This is what all these teachings are about. Coming to mature to the next level, to understand in the deep space, the universe is the oyster for those souls who serve. Then man is ready to go into space. Then man is ready to become part of the universal community which has been promised. I never promised you heaven. I always promised you the elevation of the man to join the family. And now you have the key. It's you who has to open the door to understand if I can raise the soul of these people or millions of other souls, that the physical life on this planet changes, then I'm worthy to be part of the universal community. To be there to serve, to expand, to be there, to be part, that in the cycle of life of universe, I become, in being part, I become part of the totality. When man reaches that point, a new dimension in the strength of the soul of the man will appear, which is beyond imagination of understanding of the physical life. It's the gate to the opening of the new life, in a new dimension, which is beyond imagination of what you might call a new beginning, a new cycle, which that cycle carries with itself the origin of the creation of life in the universe. It's the elevation of the soul to serve become the key, not the throne of the physical life. The time is right. The time has come for the man to go through this process.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 174th One Planet, One Nation, One Race for World Peace on Tuesday, June 15th, 2021. This is a broadcast of the Keshe Foundation Spaceship Institute Education Department and part of the Public Teachings in English. My name is Rick Crammond. I'll be a host today, and of course, we're also joined with Dean at the KF studio, and he'll be actually hosting much of today's show. And we also have Mark as a co-host as well here today. Okay, without further ado, let's move into the presentation of the Universal Council.
Hello, my dear Rick. Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead, Shweta.
Okay, thank you. This is Shweta Anwar, and I represent Hindi language as a UC member. And I want to say that salam, namaste, salute to all beautiful souls present or even not present. And welcome, suswagatam, my dear ones, my dear beautiful souls, to the beautiful energy of the Keshe Foundation Spaceship Institute, to the beautiful energy of the knowledge seekers of Keshe Foundation work in the Spaceship Institute. Welcome, my dear ones, to the energy, beautiful energy of the Universal Council support and Universal Council members of the Keshe Foundation Spaceship Institute. So welcome, welcome, welcome again. And I will say in the unified, as my dear Dean always says, use the word unicause. In the unified field of the unicause, the creator. These words are created as an architect in beauty and totality, and not in a way that we speak and forget. And this is an architect and manifestation of the beauty of the unified field and the ethos of the universal creator. So these are all beauty and totality in light and enlightenment, and these are not mere words. So I'm going to read this for you all, my dear ones, for me, for all you all. Through the beauty of the soul of diversity of the languages spoken on planet Earth, all souls are as equal and all are as creators as they are created in the image of the creator. So this is the beauty and totality, we are the image. of the Creator Himself. So this is the beauty we are going to expand in this one planet, one race, one nation for world peace, my dear. World peace is the only thing that everything grows on it. Everything, everything depends on it. Everything become conditional, comes in a visible light on it. Thank you so much. Thank you, my dear Rick. Salam, namaste, salute.
Okay, we can move to the next frame. Okay. There we go.
It's time for change to move into the real work of the universe. And it's time to understand that we use the matter state to reach the level of understanding of the soul of the man. Now you understand maybe why the Creator has sent His messengers in the name of whatever you have had. Is that they bring the ears, that it can be used when the time of the Messiah comes. They can teach the soul and the message, not to oppose. But by them understanding through those who have become Messiahs, to give from their souls to these to elevate, the job is made easy. The school is there and the students are devotedly there. Then there won't be any fight between what they call the Muslims and the Christians. The lamb and the lion will eat and sleep in the same nest. The Christians and the Muslims will sleep and pray in the mosque and in the same church in the name of their souls, not in the name of religion. That is used to create so much conflict for the benefit of those who were the hyperactive children.
Hello, everyone. This is Mosfek, presenting Bengali community. Did we do the wish? Hello?
No, Moshfik, it is not presented here. You
Because I
can read
thought
the
there
wish.
was. Okay, let's read the wish, because what I'm going to talk about is based on the wish. So can we go back to the wish?
Maybe Dean may not have that, so I'll put that up.
That slide is not present here?
I've got it, and I don't know if Dean does. It seemed to have skipped, so I'll put it up.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
Mosfek, Rick, yeah, no, I don't have that to slide. So Rick, if you can pay that, please, that'd be great. Thank you.
Okay, so I'll read this wish of the Universal Council that was done in our last meeting. And the wish is the Universal Council wish that all the governments worldwide are starting to collaborate with the Keshe Foundation to find solutions to all environmental challenges of today.
I am present.
I am present as well.
I am present.
I am present.
Okay, maybe we can slowly move to the other slide, Dean. Okay, so as usual, what is true for Bengali community is true for all other communities in a way. So today I'm going to focus on this wish, and we talk about this environmental condition that we want to move forward so that we can live in a much cleaner and better and healthier environment. Now, here we have talked about the government's involvement in the process, and wherever we are now, this has happened because of several things that happened in the past. Whatever these things may be, we have to move forward. And so we are talking about the environment. The environment, in a way, the state of the environment as it exists today is in a way a reflection of the environment that we have with us. And this is the environment that we may have to examine first to change the physical environment, or the environment within us, the environment in which we behave. So the environment that was created before for the governments to operate in resulted in the environment, physical environment in which we live now. So the environment that influenced the governments needs adjustment. So how do we adjust this environment? This wish is an example of our attempt, the Universal Council and the knowledge seekers and those who are involved in the Keshe Foundation, to set the marker for the new environment in which the government is to operate. Governments are to operate, rather, governments. So this wish is a marker, so to speak. And so what does it do? What does this marker do? One is this: we have our wish at a very high magnetic field strength. And from that unfolds things that eventually reaches the physical level. First, maybe the level in which our emotion, our thought processes exist. So in this situation, what happens? This wish turns into advices for the governments, because generally they are not well aware of the fact how things go. So who is responsible for advising the government? Let's say the physical, emotional, and all these levels. It is us, the Universal Council, the knowledge seekers, and everybody here in the Keshe Foundation, and those who are getting influenced by this. So we set up the environment through this wish, and wish at its lower strength become advice, become guidance for the government to operate. And we can do it through wishing at a more specific level, as well as engaged in conversation, negotiation, KFTV, etc., etc. But by these things, we are setting up a new environment for the governments to operate in. And now they have a fresh set of guidance for a new environment at the physical level that we wish to have. So our wishes, our physical actions, in whatever form, each community, each individual will do it differently, and we will see some things working very well, and we may replicate it elsewhere, now that we are all connected. Not just at the level of having a Zoom meeting such as this, but also at the level of our wishes. So it's a very powerful environment. In a way, we are creating. And in a way, the conduct, by creating this environment, the conduct of the governments or the people that constitute the governments are changing. So in a way, it's all our work and our responsibility to see this thing through. It can be TV, it can be talking to a friend, it can be something very simple. But with the strong magnetic field of the wish, it may have far-reaching effect. And it does. So we at one point, it is likely that we will start with what it may happen. But once we know how to operate, it happens. When we do the wishes, we say, I am present. So from maybe it becomes present. So this presence or present to the government, both actually presence, our presence, and we offer the present. The present here is advice and the wishes. And this present is the field in which the government operates. So, and in this field, when the government operates, the physical environment changes. So nobody is maybe writing down anything, or there is a big drama associated with it, but it's a slow, deliberate process. And yeah, it might be punctuated by a drama or two here, but the important part is to maintain the field strength that we can. And it's not just we can, we now know we are. We're doing it. So given that this environment is not a possibility, but a reality, is there a choice here? In going in other directions where things may turn out differently? And since our field strength is high enough, it is the field strength of the creators. So the choice, it becomes very definite. At the level of high field strength, it is certain. At the level of manifestation, it may take different shape. But the certainty manifests in all different and beautiful ways. And we do some of them too. And as the governments do it, they know it too. This kind of things, we are not used to the taste, so to speak, of these things. So as the governments do it, they get the hang of it, and we move on. And the environment gets to the point where our wish becomes a reality. And the planet transforms. Thank you.
Thank you, my dear Moshfik. And I'm saying in Bengali, as a part of Bengali community, I will say, Moshfik, thank you so much, and blessings of Ma from the core, and love from the core of my heart and soul. And Moshfik, প্রিয় Moshfik, তোমাকে অশেষ ধন্যবাদ আর ভালোবাসা আমার হৃদয় থেকে, মন থেকে। I'll add to Moshfik, what Moshfik has said, that if the government wants or didn't want, it doesn't matter anymore. We are going to do it. We all are going to do it as together, as a collective. And as we are spraying the dome of peace every Sunday 2 times, that my dear Dean will enhance more about it. I will say, as the dome is created, it becomes a super conductor and super insulator too. So there's a protection and an interdimensional interaction has already started. And it is in visible light now, as we can see the enhancement units, and many, many things are going around the world, which we have not been told. So the truth should be told by these leaders, or they are of no use. I mean, I apologize. They are people. They have to accept that. I mean that inside the dome, as we are preparing for the transition, the time of transition, the transformation, the transmutation is going on. We are already creating oasis of love and light and knowledge in each piece of land as one planet, one race, one nation in world peace. It has already been created in each piece of land as received by the in this process, the light and love and knowledge of this foundation of the creator of the universal community, the oasis are forming. And in this oasis, every oasis is sharing with other oasis, and all the oases are connected to get the knowledge to prepare humankind. As we know, the vertical people, the trees, plants, grass, animals, they already know, they already see what is coming. So they are all our part always. They always wanted us to be in love. We didn't understand that they are part of us. So I will say that in this way, we can have every individual can have this knowledge, can take responsibility for another individual or a group or a community, and we can learn how to get the knowledge of the universe as what we need and what we don't need anymore. And we know what it is. And this is what I want to add, this the wish in the wish, as Marsha said. And we are ready. This is a process from eons going on. People have suffered so long that that this light, what has came out of compression, was really hard, really painful, but it has came. And now we can see what we have given, the pain and suffering was not worth it anymore. It should not be there. So, well, I will also say, know the truth, be in the truth. The truth will awaken and consider awareness in you, and you can understand what has happened. That will create the conscious or the subconscious mind would understand that the physical body is doing the conduct accordingly as needed. So thank you very much. Salam, namaste, salute.
Hello, everybody. So this is Dean here, representing the Universal Council support for the English community and English speaking language. So Stefania would normally be reading this out. She's having problems with her communication, her phone, and certain conditions. So I will read this out for whereas Stefania would normally do this. So the World Peace Project, one city, one center. These are universal enhancement spaceship units that can be placed, as I've just read out, around the cities of this planet. And each city can have a universal enhancement unit on a level that you're seeing on the pictures right now on your screens. So these two units were, one was the body enhancement unit, and the other one was a materials enhancement spaceship unit. And the materials spaceship unit actually has the ability to create any material that we would require at the point of need. And so could produce many different matter state conditions that we could utilize to enhance the matter state that we use in everyday life. The body enhancement unit that you see on the left-hand side, that unit is actually to bring the body, the physical body of a human being and others back into balance. So that could bring a condition where you would elevate the soul, or you could elevate the physicality. You could elevate the soul of the physicality, and you could also enhance many conditions within the structure of your physical body that need to come back to balance. These universal units are available and are going to be positioned in and around every city on the planet. And you have, as a human being, as an entity, the chance to participate in this wonderful expansion of knowledge for mankind, where we can bring about a change that will bring you the beauty that, as a family member in a position of a small community or a family, or within a larger structure like a city, or in a much larger, let's say, a nation. You could have these units placed around. They are the ones you see at the moment. The larger egg-shaped units are more of a big institutional level. There are other units that are vertical enhancement units that can be placed in individual practitioners and doctors, physicians' offices, and can be used to, as I said, to enhance the body of mankind, the body of man. And they're freely available. I say freely. Obviously, there's a cost involved. But the thing is, Mr. Keshe said that he would match any, if you put some money forward to want to actually bring one of these units into your environment to aid the enhancement of your community, he would match whatever you decided to put forward. So, and another position, he may, as I know Mr. Keshe is an extremely generous, and the foundation are here to bring about a very big change for humanity. And so it's a non-profit organization. So the whole purpose of this is to bring these units forward, put them in your communities, enhance the physical bodies and the emotions. And once you start to see this and you bring yourself back to balance, the foundation would bring about more change. It would enhance and feed your nation, your community. There would not be a profit as such. Individuals who can purchase these, obviously have costs within their practices where they would need to recover those costs. And so they may charge some people for the application of the balancing process. But there would also be a position within the structure where they would have to give away a certain amount of balancing for individuals as well, so that it wasn't just a money orientated condition. It would be a point of balance to bring about the change for many people within the community, not just people with lots of money and wealthy people, but for everybody, for all walks. It's for humanity. It is not just based around a money situation, even though we obviously there are costs involved with putting these into practices. There are costs involved in having to produce materials and put them in positions. So these units are there for the whole of humanity, and that is you. That's everybody that you are associated with, and everybody that is has a physical imbalance that is brought forward, usually through an emotion. Not always. There can be accidents, and there can be other traumatized conditions that can bring about a physical pain in the body. But most of the time, it can be a very deep emotional imbalance that has happened, been triggered, that it then causes a certain situation where you feed it energy. So it's all about energy transfer. And then once you feed this energy into your physical body, it can cause all sorts of other conditions that these units bring that emotion back to balance. And this is a new condition for mankind. This is not based on conventional medical practices, I should say. It's built on field strength, so it brings across magnetical and gravitational fields that bring about a balance in the physical structure of your body and any entity that comes in the presence of these units. And as I said, they are available for every single individual that can afford them, can afford to put them in a practice. And then, as I explained, that would then be a process within the foundation where the foundation would require the practitioner, the person who's actually orchestrating this to give back to the community, as well as making some money from it to run their practice. So it's more than just that. And you need to be a qualified practitioner, and you need to have a medical staff to be able to actually purchase these units. It's not for just every person on the street. This has to be run through, obviously, people that have gone through the training process of being a medical profession, medical practitioner. So, and they are, as I've said, available for every city and every nation, and smaller communities, and right down to the individual level. They're available. They're here. They will bring about a huge new condition, a rebalancing of fields that would enhance your body. And I know many people are going through very traumatic experiences in their physicalities because of all sorts of conditions, as we know, that are going on around the planet right now. And so these units have the ability to, we're not going to claim anything. This is for you to understand this technology. Once you go into the aspects of learning about these magnetical and gravitational fields that are present all around us in your environment. They are present within your physical structure. They're present within your physical thoughts and intentions. And so these units interact with these fields all around you, all around ourselves, and bring, as I said, bring it back to balance. And it is freely available for all sorts of people in all walks of life. And anybody can come forward and be part of this. A group of people could come together and bring forward, put together a team of, let's say, a doctor and some nurses, and create a wellness center, or create a small area within their community where they could actually sustain and run these units from. And so bring about a lot of wonderful beauty and balance to many physicalities in your communities. You just need to ask, and it's like most wishes, and it's like most intentions. If it's in the correct ethos and it's meant to be, it will be granted. So if you're doing it with the correct thoughts to help to balance another human being, another entity, and you generally want to help, then it's a giving situation, and you should receive. It is the intention of the creation of the universe that we all receive everything that we need in perfect balance. So that's the One World Peace Project, one city, one center. And as I said, these universal enhancement spaceship units are available right now. They're available on the website. They are available for your community. And the only thing that's stopping any of this is our own thoughts and intentions. So when you allow this to take a new position, when you allow yourself to understand the possibilities of an addition to the knowledge that we presently have as humanity, and when you allow this to manifest in your family, which is from your very close family members to the community and out to the nation and the whole planet. When you allow this to happen, then we can bring about a very beautiful change, a new condition of beauty for the whole of humanity. And they are there and present, ready for you. So thank you, everybody. I will leave it there. Thank you, Rick. I'm going to go into the video now for the for the Dome of Peace. Sorry, I got myself a bit confused there. It's because I have to do two things in one go. So I'm just going to fade this across and play a video. It's a video to do with the Dome of Peace, and this is going to be, this, as we know, is sprayed on Sunday. I'm going to play a short video which is only 30 seconds or so long, and then it will go into the slide of the piece, and I will talk through it and as usual. So I'm just going to play that video now, and so this is for the Peace Dome, the next project the foundation has been running. So the Dome of Peace from Mr. Keshe. Please remember this Sunday and every Sunday from now on until we raise the soul of this planet to a peaceful planet. KF knowledge seekers worldwide will spread the GAN's waters around the world at 12 PM CET and or 18 PM CET every Sunday at the same time as they choose which time to suit them. Thank you for participating in this greatest movement by the soul of the man to bring about the peace on this planet and as a permanent feature of the life of this planet. So we're spreading these peace waters, and I did this Sunday. I went into Liliana from the Spanish community has been running a Zoom room where she has been inviting people to come forward and spray the plasma waters, and beautiful souls have stepped forward, and they've sprayed these waters all across the planet, and they show themselves on camera and they show the spraying, and there's also a slight, like a guided sort of meditation, a little meditation, and giving from their soul and spreading these waters to enhance their environments and bring about a balance, the peace dome across this planet. And it is a most incredibly beautiful a part. It's very I was part of it this Sunday, and all the souls that participated, they're very gentle souls, and their intentions are to give from their soul to humanity. And so by spreading the GAN's waters, which are plasmatic in nature and giving souls, when this plasma water is given to freely back to the creation, it's creating a dome of peace. And this dome extends, gathers its field strength, and connects up with all the other souls that participating around the world, and bringing about not only a peace within each soul, but also peace within the environment, and then the extended environment. And MOSFET was talking about environments and governments that have a position now and a certain aspect that is changing. We all are experiencing these changes inside ourselves. We're all going through major field shifts, and this Dome of Peace is here to protect and help and bring that balance point to your physicality, to your emotions. And it's part of the process of this one cup, one life. And as you see on the screen here, you see that the call to all knowledge seekers. Let's together create the peace dome all over the planet. And it would be very special and very beautiful to see many, 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 many more of you participate in this. Not only in your own quiet way, but to come forward as a knowledge seeker, as a soul, and to step forward into the beauty of it and actually participate and see the beauty that it'll bring to your environment. As you see the One Cup, One Life, you see the star formation. This star formation is represented within the Universal Council and all the star systems around the planet. And then that also obviously extends out to the human body. And most of the plasmas, which is everything is a plasma. The human body in each cell has many cells that are plasmas. And these plasmas come together and make up many sort of star formations. And this very special structure then extends out across into the unicos and back to the creator. And so when we connect those plasma waters and spray them, we are connecting on a level that humanity hasn't experienced for some time. And it brings a very gentle beauty back to not only individuals but to the whole environment and everything that's associated with with your creation that you are creating in every moment that you have your thoughts and intentions within your physical body structure and the feel strength that emanates out through your creation. So with every thought and every intention that you manifest, you spread those fields out. And when you connect those with the plasma waters and the intention, and you come forward with all the other souls, this brings about a very balanced condition and a plasmatic dome that extends out and is growing around this planet. And these plasma waters have been put and spread all around the planet now in streams and rivers and put into the atmosphere. And so the plasma is here. It's something that's been present for some time. And even without the putting the waters into the creation, your thoughts and intentions can spread this too. So it would be great to have more of you join us in the Dome of Peace and participate in this, which is a pleasure to be part of, this peaceful point of readdressing the field strength of humanity. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you. Thank you, Rick.
Good morning. This is Azara speaking, UC Farsi. Two things. One is I have a vision. My vision is the planet Earth is at the point that what I see, there is no hunger, there's no lack, there is no need for any work to be done for our first needs. Everybody is comfortable and beauty of everyone is coming to their soul. It's to share the knowledge of the Creator. And everybody go around the world, all you see is sharing and creating and being. And the planet Earth has become a hub for all other universes to come and visit, and for us visit other universes. In that world, what I see, when you see someone, you see as if you see a beautiful flower that you can enjoy the same way you enjoy that beautiful flower. You can enjoy that person for who they are. Nothing comes to your mind as if what I believe, what that person should be, or what that person should be doing, or what the environment should be, and whatever. There's no belief system, because the creation When we are created, we are given the knowledge of Creator to share. They weren't giving us instruction of belief system. The belief system is the creation of the man. There are millions and millions of knowledge seekers on this planet right now. And if we want to be successful, if we want to be endeavored to the way we're going to create the one planet, one nation, one race, first we have to understand our own soul. Understanding our own soul doesn't mean that we have to change other people to be who we are. So for that reason, Mr. Keshe talks about many times. Because if you go back to all the religions and all the different ideas that came to this planet, at the end, when the person passed away, they created rules and regulation. So that's called slavery. Mr. Keshe wants to avoid that. Even the last teaching, Mr. Keshe said, if somebody came a year ago and they don't know how to make guns, you can't criticize them because every soul is different. So because we as a entity to interact, we have a field, we have 5 layers of, like an onion, we have 5 layers. We have physical body, mental body, energy body, etheric body, and bliss body. These 5 layers work together. We're working at the energy level, the base of it. And each of us, according to that 5 memories, because each of you have different ancestral level that carries those memories with you. Those memories that you have create those fields that you create your environment, and your perceptions according to those memories. So what your perception is at that moment is good for you, but doesn't mean I have to convey that perception to other person. Understand this. We all understanding the plasma knowledge right now. We are all on a path of growth now. And the funny thing is, the minute we say, I know it all, actually that's the demise of us. Because I've done it many times in my journey that I said, I got it. I got the knowledge of the creation. I know where I am. The minute I said, it was just felt so, I went so down. So this knowledge of creation is so vast, and it's so infinite that we can never get to the bottom of it. So wherever you are, just know you're growing. Just know you're going up. But doesn't mean when you see someone else, even though you see more than the other person, you never put them down, or you look down on them, or you say, oh, you don't know, because we're here for each other, to listen to each other. I don't have to say so many words to be there for you. I can be in silence and be there for you.
Speaking of silence, the background music has to stop because the algorithms in the various social media will pick that up and will want to know, they will claim the music and so on. So we need to have, thank you. Also, if you can adjust your Zoom settings in the sound for the background sound, that would help a lot with all the noise in the background there. It's hard to hear what you're saying sometimes. Thank you.
I turn off the music, but tell me if the noise is okay now. Then if I can continue, I can continue. If not, I can stop.
Have you adjusted your settings in Zoom?
I actually couldn't figure it out. Last time I sent you a text, I couldn't figure it out.
Okay, well, we should go through that at some point. And I tried to show one time in the middle of the show, but we have to do that in the background, I guess.
would you like me to continue, or you want me to stop?
Yeah, well, carry on if you can keep it relatively down there. Thank you.
It's very good on my end, Rick. It's not that bad. Maybe you're having an issue there.
Oh, you're not hearing the telephone calls coming through and the
background
sounds?
Sure. Yeah. Yes, I am.
Oh, well, that's what I'm talking about. We have to stop doing that because this is a professional program. It goes out to social media. It's on KFTE. So we want to try to keep it good that way. And we can't have background music playing because it gets picked up automatically by YouTube and other things. And then we have to have copyright problems with it and so on.
But so the strength of her voice, it comes through very clearly over that background. But I know
it doesn't matter. They'll pick it up anyway, and they'll claim it as their own, as that's our music. And then we have to deal with the copyright issues. I've had it happen many times. Anyway, let's carry on. It's all good.
Okay, I think I managed to turn off the telephone in my office and the music. If it's okay, then we can continue. And if any issue, please let me know so we can take care of it. Thank you, Rick, and thank you, Mark.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mark. And so it is very interesting that in our endeavor to where we're going and going, as I said. When we growing, each of us on a different path in terms of where we're going, because each of us is a different flowers, different essence. So one of the biggest thing we can do for each other is acknowledging each other. As Mr. Keshe says many times, just monkey see, monkey do. So we don't want to do any of that. So it doesn't mean Mr. Keshe actually gives us when you want to make a bread, he gives us the ingredients, and then how you mix it and how you make your bread is up to you, how you want to mix it. So each of us, according to our understanding, come up with our own kind of bread we want to have. So if you come to me and ask me how is my bread, I just can taste and say this is wonderful. That's how it is. It should be, because in this journey, if we really want to get to that point, we're trying to bring the beauty. I mean, you're responsible for yourself. You're responsible to get to know your own soul. I'm responsible to get to know my soul. On my path, I might be very, I'm sure Mr. Keshe see all of us, what point we are and what our shortcoming is, what our lack is, all that. But he never mentions any of those. We always talk to each of us at the level we are. Even with the people who are in charge of governments, he works with all of them. He never put anybody down or put anybody up, just sees as people are. So it's important that we acknowledge each other for who we are and help each other in that growth. And one of the other things that came to me, it was when we are in that path of growth, sometimes people need time. Sometimes people need, just for people, allow them to be who they are. And even though they make mistakes, they will figure it out at the end themselves, because we don't have to point to them. They own what they're doing, even if you are one step ahead, because we have so many layers that we're shedding these layers as we go in, layers after layers. And I know in my journey, I've noticed so many things that I did something in the past that I recognized it and I tried to be better. But if somebody had told me, I mean, there are people in my life that they could have told me that right into my face, but they never did. And when I get to that point, then when I share with them that this was happening to me, and they say, oh, I noticed. But they noticed, but they never said anything. Because we we are, because on whatever journey we're going, even though you're making a mistake, there's no mistake, because that mistake actually is a foundation for the next step. But if somebody tell me at that point that what I'm doing, I don't go through that experience of mistakes, so my foundation gets shakier. I need that mistake in order to be able to become stronger and wiser. If I don't make that mistake, if I don't go through this, that's for that reason, if you look at the society, a lot of people try to avoid certain things because they think a good life is a good home, a husband and wife, and this and that. But actually, a lot of those stuff that happened to humanity, to us as a human, that we call it tragedy, those tragedies are the foundation of who we will become. And actually, if you go back to people who really did a lot on this planet in terms of the journey, there were people who had a lot of tragedies. So there is no mistake. And so instead of rushing through life and try to go fast through it, just like when you go for a walk, you can pay attention to all the flowers. You can look into each flower and see the essence of it. It's the same way with the human. When you see somebody, when they're talking, you pay attention to the essence, what they're saying. And what they're saying is good. And what they're doing is good. It's their journey. And we have to be there for them. And that's the only way we can make things happen in the fastest way. Go through the least resistant path. You don't resist somebody's path because that's their path. That's their path to go. So if you don't resist it, all the highway, all the roads become open for everybody. So we can move faster. But when we resist, we put a block. When I resist somebody say something and bring but and if, I prevent the path of opening the whole field of universe. So we have to allow everybody talks and be and do. So this way we can faster move toward the next step and next step and next step. And that's it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Great
Azhar.
audio. Great audio. Thank you, Azhar. Sorry, go ahead, Dean.
No, I was just saying thank you very much, Azhar. Very nicely put forward. Thank you. Sweta, would you like to come in and read the invitation?
Yes, my dear Dean. Thank you. Thank you, my dear Azhar. Beautifully presented the essence of the soul, as you always do. This is Shweta Anwar again. You see Hindi language. And this is an invitation to join the Universal Council membership and or the Universal Council support membership. And you can say this is an appeal of love, a call of love. I call especially to the younger generation to join, as taking responsibility of all is the beauty you can experience when you join, as you are already in, but you have to understand the unified field of the Unicos, the creator. So this is an appeal of love. And I also add that this is the time, this is the transition time. And we are, as we were in ignorance, people of earth, of this world were in ignorance, because we were always in this unified field, and the universal community has always been there for us to to help us, to enhance ourselves. But they cannot intervene unless we want it. So now we need them. We have to enhance ourselves, taking responsibilities to enhance other souls, to be in this unified field, to merge, like this marriage is going on of the soul of the man with the soul of the physicality, walking in the yellow silk road towards eternity, I will say in the dimension of the creator, in the universal community, as they are all open-heartedly, always ready to welcome us and are welcoming. So, Suswagatam, my dear ones. This is the Universal Council page, and you can see the violet color of Saint Germain, the purity, the protection is my heart and soul wish. And this is the page. You can go through the page, and you will learn much more you haven't known before. So this is the logo of the Universal Council, my dear. This is the light of an enlightenment with the essence of humanity in a collective going to the other side. I will say to the universal community emerging in the unified field. So this is the light of the Mitra, the friend of all, a lover of all. So as she's carrying like a mother, like a friend, as we have an experience as a mother in this physicality too. So this is the beauty that we always have this message, always. But we didn't understand that. We always thought this is only material. There's nothing out there because we cannot see. But when the child came out after delivery, a woman gives the delivery, we can see the child. Before that, we cannot. We can only assume how it is, how that child is. So this is what's happening in this time, my dear. This is the application, and this is the application you have to form. You have to fill with your soul pen or the pen of physicality to show other, inspire other, and giving knowledge to other. And this is the color of love, light, purity, protection. And my dear ones, please fill this form. Be the part of the Universal Council membership and Universal Council support membership to help humanity enhance as early as possible. I will say early, as we are in the timeline to be merged, as so many things is going on, so many conditions are there to merge with the universal community. And please fill this form, and I will request. This is a request, the appeal of love. Fill this form and show and present it to others, as I have also done that. And even there is a fingerprint in my World Peace Treaty. A woman work around here as a labor. She signed me as she understands. She understood in a second that what is peace. She told me, dear one, this is what we need. We were never in peace. That is what she says. And she didn't know how to write and how to write. So I have pinched her thumb in my what I put in my forehead, the vermilion, the tika. She put that thumb in that tika and pushed it in the form, and that is the way it becomes eternal peace. So so this is what we have to do. Please fill this form and help humanity to enhance more and fastest way, in a way, in this physicality, in this timeline, to become timeless, eternal. So, my dear, can we go to the other slide where the links are given? The link of yes, this is the links to the documents of the UC Charter, which is very necessary of every being who if he is a Universal Council member or filling the form, or even not a Universal Council member, it doesn't matter. We are all one in the unified field of one nation, one race, and one planet in world peace. So please read this charter, and this will enhance your soul in a way you need. Please, then there's the UC mandatory. Of course, you should read, and then the EC Constitution, Earth Constitution, as we are going through it, we are requesting leaders for the World Peace Treaty to be signed on behalf of the population and every individual. So this Earth Constitution is also necessary to know about how the conditions of the planet is in, whether it is in a in which mode, in which axis it is, and which revolution is revolving. So that is the main thing. And we must know the Earth Council Constitution. And finally, the peace roadmap, which is the most necessary thing every soul must do in kindness, love, light, and care to everybody around. Take the responsibility, go together, be together, make together as one soul of physicality to walk in this yellow silk road in the gold from coming from within as jewels appearing in your physicality, as it has been, as we have seen many auras, auric things has happened when the gold came out from within. We are all like that. We are all like the same as universal creator has created us all in these elements. So in the unified field, we are all together, all same, all equal, all in love and care, all in kindness. And there is the peace dome that has been created already, and the oasis has been created as we are creating each piece of land according as the receiving of the knowledge. So come together, walk. We will walk together. We are walking already. Come together, join us in this walking to eternity. Thank you so much, my dear. Once I will say Suswagatam, Salam Alaikum, Namaskar, Sashwat Pranam, salute, my dear ones. Thank you very much. Thank you, my dear Rick. And if there is any question or anybody wants to share their beauty, please do share. Thank you.
Well, Yvonne in the YouTube says, how exciting, much gratitude and thanks.
Thank you, Johan. Thank you so much, my dear. All the love always.
We had a question earlier from Ezra in the YouTube, and it's kind of a big one, but I'll put it forward to the Universal Council. Ezra says, peace be upon all of you. Can we view the creation of things as the words that are spoken by the Creator? Can we view the creation of things as the words that are spoken by the Creator?
Well, can I say something, my dear? Hello?
Certainly, yes.
Oh, yes. Thank you. My dear Azra, the universal creator doesn't speak. He is there, and we have to understand the big M matter state. You understand that we have to understand in a way, we have to understand in the level of understanding in this unified field. There is no spoken word. The words are physicality. But in the unified field, you cannot see the unified field. This is intangible and non-visible. So, but you understand, as you understand that the universal creator and the community and the universal unified field is there, you have to understand in your level. Words are yours. Expression. Words are your expression. Sentences are your expression. As even the wishes are to be expressed in words. But these are our wish according to the ethos of the unified field. So the words are yours. The ethos are the unified field of the universal creator, untangible, invisible, but manifesting the most highest magnitude all over. We can see that. So my dear Azra, have I answered your question a little bit? in my level of understanding, I will be there. Thank you.
I can add to this, Shawata, that
Yes, sir.
the creator is talking to us all the time, but are we sensitive enough to hear that? Because the creator is closer than your own skin to you. Are you sensitive enough to hear that? Actually, there was a book that I read many years ago. The doctor wrote it, and he's talking about the snail. A snail, the perception of light, because when we, I'm talking about, I want to make an example of sensitivity. You see, when the way we see objects on this planet as human, a light hit us from an object, the light hit our eye, and then the reflection of it is about, I don't know how many seconds it is that we can perceive the object. And actually, if you sit focus enough and look at the object, even the light is there because you can see it through your soul, and then go back to the soul, and then actually the reflection of it, you can actually dismantle light and the object, everything become nothing. You can sit in a room with tons of stuff in it and actually see yourself in an empty room. Anyway, go back to the snail. Now, when it comes to the snail, for a snail, it takes 5 minutes for it to, the light to hit his eye to see something. For example, if you're in a hotel room and you have a snail in, and you're out of your room, and somebody comes and rob your room, and a snail is there, and police comes, and the robber empty your room in less than 4 minutes. And then the police come and ask the snail, what did you see? He says, I didn't see anything. No one came to this room, because his perception is different. So the creator, because, and each of us on this planet have different sensitivity according to the level of understanding of our own creation, of our soul, how much we can hear the creator. Because on a regular, on an instantaneous basis, the creator is talking to us, connected to on an instantaneous basis. But we're not sensitive enough. We're just like someone who put us in a room and put 5 feet of concrete around you. Some of us have 5 feet concrete, some of us have 4 feet concrete, some of us 3, some of us 2, some of us 1, some of us have nothing. That's how the level of understanding each human being is. So was like Buddha was like that. The prophets were like that. They were instantaneous, because the message of creator was constantly clear, to them was very clear. So it is us that we have to pass that veil and open the veil and be able to hear the creator. And actually, when you look at, if I go back to what I was talking about, how each of us are doing on our own journey, because creator created everything, even the people we call bad or good, because creator knows who they are, what they're doing. He has connection with them too. But the only thing is the wall for them is very thick. So that's why they're blind to the law of creation, law of beauty, law of gratitude, law of grace. Because if you understand the grace of God, if grace of God touches us, we become the magician in this planet. It's just us that have to open up and to feel the grace of God, feel the touch of God, which is, as I said, is closer than our own skin.
Okay, anybody else want to weigh in on that question? Can we view the creation of things as the words that are spoken by the creator? Was the question. Okay, we can.
Hi, Rick. Dean.
Oh,
Sorry,
go ahead, Dean.
No. Thank you, Rick. So you say from the creator, the words that are spoken. So those spoken words, the creation within inside ourselves, our soul that is embedded within inside our physical body, and part of the structure of all the souls, the plasmas that exist throughout this planet, this cosmos, this universe, and the unicos. Back to the creation, back to the creator. So when the creator speaks through us, and we speak the words that we speak in physicality, we are creating as well. And we are creating a field strength that reverberates around our environment and out back to the creation, back to the creator. And every aspect of our life, every whether it's in a physical form of in the word of a speech, music, or whether it's that speak is through a thought. It's all an interaction of field strength. It's all an interaction of magnetical fields, gravitational fields that are affecting our very reality. And so the creator speaks through each and every one of us. We are all part of that creation. It is us. And we are in constant communication with everything, because everything is us. Everything is within inside us. So yes, we have this position, each and every single one of us. And when we come to a position where we understand this, then I think many souls change position to that of service to give. And this is the beauty of this knowledge, the beauty of the Universal Council, and all the beautiful souls that are present, serving not only humanity but all the souls in existence, which are, as I said before, countless numbers of souls that are present with us all. Thank you, Rick.
Okay, I'd ask once again, and maybe rephrase it a bit, is the creation of things directly from the words that are spoken by that creator? When we, like you say, Dean, when we access the deeper part of ourselves, or touch with our soul and speak from that point, do those words actually create the things around us? Or can we create something from those words?
I think we can, Rick. I mean, I've experienced this myself on my journey. And when I've had thoughts and spoke those words out, I have, whether they're in physically spoken or whether they are, as I said, a thought, but those wishes and intentions have manifested. It's not always like an Aladdin's cave where you would expect, like a genie to come out and you make a wish and that there's an instant manifestation of it. It doesn't always happen like this. Sometimes it can be very quick, depending on your field strength and the interactions you have. So I believe that within what I've experienced and through my journey, that yes, the spoken word has a very direct effect on the reality that we experience.
Definitely. As Mark says in the chat, my wish is my command. So it manifests when you talk, when you speak from that creator place, then things happen.
They certainly do. Certainly.
Things manifest.
Yes, you are right. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
No, I'm saying that, yes, as Mark said, Azra, as you wish, as Azhar said, yes, the creator kind of speak and we didn't listen. But if you listen, then as Mark said, this is my wish and my wish is my command, and it manifests. I have seen that in my life after many, many years. After many, many years, peace has came as I wished for in the condition I am. So it is actually real. as Dean said and Azar said. It's the wishes, the words of the Creator, or in the unified field they thoughts can manifest anytime you want. There is no time, the moment. Thank you.
Okay, we have to move to another part here, which is the video from Viviana, who I believe can speak about it as well.
Hello, it's Viviana from Italian community. I'm a knowledge seeker, and I was invited to talk about this video. That is an idea. It describes the video, an idea of one of our Italian knowledge seekers, and it's related to create the Dome of Peace, because the idea that is explained in this video, that is an invitation for all Italian knowledge seekers, but I would say who would like to be present. It's about to connect people all over Italy or whatever by Zoom or other, or physically in a little small community, and create all together cup one of life, one cup, one life, putting inside an intent for peace, for world peace, peace in our hearts, in the families, in the community. And this video is really very beautiful. You will see now, because in a very simple way, there is this invitation to create a better world, the world that we all have in mind and in our soul, in our hearts, connecting each other. That is.
Okay, I'll play the video now.
Yeah. And the goal is to create 1,000 one cup, one life in the same moment. Live in this Telegram channel. And in less than an hour, we teach how to create one cup, one life, step by step. So everyone that is going to participate will have his own one cup, one life for himself, herself, or the So the goal is 1,000 cups for life. And create together a new world that we are waiting for. And it's time to come back where everything started. So the invitation is make your one cup, one life, your own one cup, one life. And change, in this way, we can change many things in life, in our lives. So the invitation, I would like to extend it to all of the presents all over the world for June 21st. And here are described the materials that the people need. So if you want to come with us, we are one huge family. And I participate to the creation when Paolo is the man that had these beautiful ideas. We thought just to get ready right now, putting in our soul and our heart beautiful incense. So in a way to start strengthening, making stronger the field of love and compassion and peace before to start the event, just in us, and then welcome all the people that will come to build this in our family, in the community, in the squares of the village where we live, or whatever it is. This is something that the Keshe Italian team is doing for world peace, the peace, yes, world peace around the world. That's it.
Okay,
So thank you. And,
thank you, Viviana.
Thank you so much for your attention, and so much love to everyone. Bye-bye.
Okay, let's just confirm. So it's on the 21st of June. That's Monday, June 21st. And the time will be 21 hours CET time, or Central European
Yes,
time.
Italian time. Yes.
Right.
Yes,
Okay.
correct. Correct. Okay. And maybe we will share the link, a Telegram link in our World Family Foundation Telegram chat. So if someone wants to join, it's welcome.
Okay, very good.
Very good. Thank you so much.
Okay, we've got Salomia with a hand up here. So perhaps we can go back to our Q&A section.
Yes, I would like to try to answer to this question, if you allowed me, regarding the words and DNA. We use only 10% of our DNA to create amino acids, I mean proteins. 90% is unknown from actual science, but the Russian scientists discovered that the structure of this DNA is the same, has the same rules like the language. The logics is the same, like the syntax of every language on this earth. So this is a proof that our language was not received, but it was created at the interaction of fields, of magnetical and gravitational fields. And by words, we can influence our DNA, the structure of our DNA. We can correct with words. Many people knows this, especially traditional people like shamans, and they use this. But now the science learn from traditional medicine, and it's not a mystery and it's not magic. It's just science that with the help of the words, we can change in a good sense the structure of our DNA, and we don't need genetics engineering to sequence and to repair it. And because we are part of the divine, we were created on the image of God. We don't know God. We know only the reflection of God in the mirror. And we can say how is God. Maybe in the future we will understand, but if we are in the image of God, maybe God is able to talk silently at the soul level, because we can talk with words at the soul level, and we can learn at the soul level. We learn as human being by concepts and by words. Every word has a symbol and a reality behind this symbol. So, regarding Italian event, I will gladly participate. Myself, I have Cup 1. I receive it as a gift from a knowledge seeker, which appreciate my teaching. And he sent, because I didn't have material in the beginning to do it, in this way, I in 2020, I was invited by Adrian from my community to learn about Cup 1 because of this context, you know. And I learned about all 5 cups, and I understood how to do it, and I understood the reason why we became all a laboratory of this plasma science. We became scientists just to understand how the fields of the universe works, and how we can, with our human plasma, interact at the level of fields with the fields of the universe, and to take from the universe the energy which we need, because we function with energy. Our fingers are like 5 stacks, like 5 cups. And if we don't have water to create reactors, Cup 1, if we will be in space, for example, we can use our own plasma, our own fingers, because we are plasma. Our fingers are plasma, fields. And fields emanate energy. And this energy is necessary to balance our need for energy, prana energy, energy of the universe, plasma energy, plasmatic energy. And this is all the science, but we forgot about this. Only people dealing with plasma in the past, they remember it, and they have the noble mission, like Mr. Keshe and other knowledge seekers, to show to the humanity the way how to create energy without burning material. I participate to many conferences at European level, and I try to acknowledge plasma science, and especially the technology, nanotechnology, which is necessary to replace all these primitive ways of creating energy. utilizing the energy from the universe, which is for free. So, but the reason behind refusing to use plasma science and technology are financial, as we know, interest, economic interest, and if we'll be wise, we'll be so generous, and we'll create an environment without pollution. We will not use such technology which are able to create only pollution. It's up to humanity to understand, and is up to us to acknowledge. And at the soul level, to put all this wish that all governments will collaborate with Keshe Foundation to create an environment without and technology which are not polluting our environment, all water, soul, earth, mind, also body. Body is part of ecosystem and of biosystem. So we don't have to pollute our body and utilize the medicine which create balance in our body. All what we need is balance, is equilibrium, is peace. And when we talk about peace, we change something in the DNA of the people. We create a peaceful equilibrium DNA of the people, and especially of ourselves. So it's necessary to use words, because words has the power to change. This is encrypted in our DNA. And in the end, I'd like to thanks to Keshe Foundation and all knowledge seekers, because they enlightened me, and I start to teach, because in this way I can learn better myself and to spread this knowledge to among my friends, which are very familiar with nanotechnology, but they are not so familiar with the science of plasma. Plasma science is not only nanotechnology, something more. Is the science of the soul, is the science of understanding how the universe was created, and we human beings, part of the universe, how we are created from the interaction of all these fields, magnetic and gravitational fields. To understand what is light, because universe, in the beginning, it was written in many holy scripture that in the beginning was a word, and the word it was, and before it was light. And when it was pronounced this word light, light became
Hello, Salome. I think she must have turned to light. She seemed to have disappeared from our attendees list here. Okay, well, we'll have to wait until Salome re-manifests in the physicality here.
He's back.
Ah. Salomia, something happened, and as soon as you talked about
Oh,
transforming to light, then you seem to transform to light and no longer manifest here.
yes. So light was created as the interaction of two plasma, and one plasma is a magnetic field in rotation. And when two plasma interacts, they create light. And light can be visible and invisible. Is dark light when these plasma are in equilibrium. And when plasma are not in
Okay, I think Salome is having some trouble with her connection.
Correct.
Okay, Salome, you're back again. And we lost your connection apparently. Maybe we better wrap things up here. Salome, I've granted you permission to talk, but you don't seem to have a microphone there. Oh, she's out again.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, Marinus, go ahead.
Hello, everybody. Beautiful sounds all around today. I'm glad.
Yes, I am back. I am back, yes. But I was talking about how plasma and light was created in the universe. If you allowed me to finish, and after I will listen the next speaker.
Yeah, we need to wrap things. I was saying we need to wrap things up quickly. So if you could just wrap up what you're saying, that'd be good. Sure. Thanks. Go ahead.
Yes, me or oh.
Well, Salomia wants to finish what she was saying, and then Marinus wants to talk. And now we're a minute over already, so go ahead.
So it was linked with a word and with a light. We know that in plasma science, light is created as the interaction of two plasma. When two plasma interacts, creates light. And light can be dark and can be light. And dark is when these plasma are in equilibrium. And when these plasma are not in equilibrium, they interact to equilibrate themselves, create light. Light, visible light, I mean, bright light. So in the universe, we had proto-magnetic fields from which are created magnetic fields which create this plasma from the interaction of two divine rays, which are pemetics called, and together they create in a 2D structure, and after 3D structure created magnetic rotating fields. So in the universe, we have plasma, but not everything is plasma, not yet. But step by step, magnetic fields will transform himself in plasma. And also proto-magnetic field, because we have also proto-magnetic field. And God could be this proto-magnetic fields. We don't know. We are not yet able to know our creator. But if our creator creates us from divine rays, cosmic rays, so we are a plasma and divine rays are inside us. So we have to find the God in ourselves. And if we are able to talk, if we are able to speak, we are the reflection of God. And maybe God put this ability in our DNA to be able to talk. Who knows what information carries this 90% of DNA, which has the same structure like our language, same rules, like all languages from the earth. Okay, thank you very much, and I hope that I put some light on the words and the power of words to reconstruct and repair our DNA. Thank you.
Thank you, Salamia. We have to wrap up here quickly because we're trying to keep these shows to under 2 hours. So perhaps Mariners, if you would like to go ahead.
Hello again. Thank you for the enlightenment. A lot of light. I wanted to know what's the place of words with God and with plasma. Of course, with words, we can hurt people, we do good things, we do bad things. It's the content of words which matters. But what's the relation with Creator and with the plasma?
Ben, was you asking what's the relationship between the words and the plasma?
Yes, please. Hi.
Okay, so is this, you see, everything has a field. Your thought has a field, your word has a field. You can test it when you sit down and close your eyes. Just think about or say the word lemon. Immediately your mouth becomes watery. Why? Because every single cell responds to the word lemon because the body has memory of that.
Yeah.
So when
Can I answer?
Go ahead.
Thank you. Thank you. I think when you say lemon and your mouth waters, it's because in your heart, in your mind, you think, you create the image of lemon. It's not because of your words. It's
No,
the
it
image
is,
you create in your mind.
Because it is correct, because the word, if you can measure the word, the vibration of the word and magnetic field of the word, it has a field. Because even when you say love, the minute you say love, if you're sensitive enough, you can feel the vibration in your body, because I can feel it. When I say grace, like there's something goes through my body. I can feel it in my legs and my arms. Either you can
It's again the same. It's not the words, because you can put your hand in front of your mouth and you talk everything you want, good, bad. You see, nothing happens. It's just air. But the contents which affects your mind, your imagination, is what affects creation of plasma or whatever. And God didn't have to have words to start creation. It was the heartbeat. It was the order, universal order of plasma, which created the words.
But words, as much as I know, words has a lot of power. When you use words, it can bring a lot of power to the, like some.
I'm sorry, I wanted to say creation, not the word. I wanted to say creation is created by the law of creation, but not the words of God.
Okay, thank you for your comments, Mehran, and thank you. I think we should wrap it up here now. We've gone over our 2-hour limit, and we're trying to keep it to 2 hours for fitting in the time slots for KFTV and other places. So, is there any other questions or comments before we wrap things up here?
No, thank you, Rick. Thank you for today.
Jefferson had his hand up. I'm not sure.
Oh, yes, right. Thank you. Go ahead, Jefferson.
Hello, Rick. Can you hear me?
Yes,
hear me?
indeed. Mm-hmm.
Hello, everyone. It's Jefferson Rodriguez from Brazil. It's always a pleasure to be as a knowledge seeker here with you all. And just a quick thought and maybe a wish. And this Friday, next Friday, we're going to have new elections at the Iranian country, our friends. And I wish that this election goes in the direction as Mr. Keshe was telling us, so we can have all of the peaceful that we want to the world and to the universal community, that everything goes fine. And the Iranian nation, and that Mr. Keshe can carry his way, leading the way of the peace, and then we can spread this knowledge in the most effective way throughout the new, let's say, universe station. So I really I hope and wish that everything goes fine, and the world leaders that are joining this week as well, we can elevate there so they can look for those who need more, that they are excluded from this, and we can, throughout our wish, to include everybody for those who really want it. And that's the only thing. Thank you all. It's a very wonderful thoughts from all of you. Thank you.
I am present, Jefferson, in your wish.
Thank you very much. Thank you for Iran and peace for the whole world. I have the same wish as you all. Thank you very much.
I'm present.
I am present as well. That's a lovely wish. Okay, Azar, I wanted to show a video in the program here, so put that up. Play that now. I guess you'll have to translate, Azar.
Yes, at the end I will translate. Thank you.
بسیار پربار شده و ما از فرمول‌های آقای دکتر کشه استفاده کردم برای ببینید اینجا من یکی از این لوله‌های پلاستیکی رو CO2 ازش ریختم پایین اینجارم دو تا یکی یا دو تا گنس مس توی لوله در بسته کردم پایین اشتها گذاشتم پایین نزدیک ریشه گذاشتم اینو تهیه میکنم برای آقای دکتر برارپور و دوستان اگر یه وقت مایل بودن در شبکه دکتر قرار بدن. 2 سال پیش، سالهای قبل این درخت تنها 10 تا 15 تا انجیل به من میداده و بقیهش تمام خراب میشد، ولی امسال در 2 سال گذشته خوشبختانه یک دونه حتی خرابی نداشته. انجیر سیاه بسیار خوش طعم. تقدیم به دوستانی که در کار کشاورزی کار میکنن.
This gentleman, he's in pharmacy teaching, and he used the GANs. He has a fig tree in his backyard. And the past 2 years, as you see, he's using the GANs technology. And this tree, for the past, I mean, as long as he remembers, only gave him 10 to 15 figs. And a lot of them actually also got rotten and went bad. But since past 2 years, he has been using, if you had noticed, he had this like a fishing tube with the CO2 GANs running through the tree. As you see, this tree is, tons of figs on it. And he says these figs become really huge and black figs, and they're very tasty. And not even one fig goes bad. And it gives tons of figs. It's like 10, 15 became like maybe 100 times more. So he was showing how plasma technology for this tree is just, he gives him amazing production of the fruits, and what we can do with this technology, not only in fruits and different agriculture, rice, and just amazing what we can do. And then he was also mentioning that in the tube he had running through the tree was CO2, and he took a small container, put copper gas in it, and put it under the soil close to the roots. That's what he has done. That's what his production is now. Thank you for watching.
Okay, thank you, Azar. Okay. Is there any other announcements or things we need to say before we wrap up the show here? Oh, I know we usually have the thank you screen at the end. Perhaps we could have someone say that. Do you have that? Thanks, Steve. Thank you, Dean.
And Rick, the name of the gentleman was Mr. Rosati. So I will send it to you.
No, don't send it to me. Send it to KF TV, and they have to have a signed release form for every video and person that gets shown on the show.
Okay, thank you. I will.
Okay, would someone from the Universal Council like to read the last page here?
I will read it. My dear Rick. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I'll go ahead, Swan.
Okay. Thank you so much, my dear beautiful souls. Thank you so much for being here. And I give freely from my soul to all souls in existence. Take what you need. The Universal Council. I am present.
I am present.
I am present.
Very good. Thank you, everyone, for being present here today. Dean, you can take us to our last ending background. Thank you. All right. Well, thank you, everyone, for being present here in the 174th One Planet, One Nation, One Race for World Peace on Tuesday, June 15th, 2021. I'll also say the Keshe Plasma Reactor Group will be meeting starting at 7 a.m. Central European Time on Wednesday, June 16th. That is tomorrow, or tonight in Pacific Time at 10 p.m. on Tuesday. Okay, and I think that's all I can.
The Universal Council will be represented on TV Galactica, and I believe that's at midnight CEST today by Marie.
Thank you, Mark. And people can find that in the TV Galactica Facebook site and also on their TV channel page. Okay, thank you, Mark, for co-hosting today, and big thanks to Dean at the KF TV studio, who's doing a great job with getting the things faded in and out and learning the ropes of broadcasting, which is great to see. Thank you for that. And thanks to all the knowledge seekers around the world for helping support all of these programs and just for being there. Okay, we'll see you all next time around at same time and place next week for another One Planet, One Nation, One Race for world peace. Bye for now.